They exited for about $10 billion. So there's large business value propositions associated with this device.
What are you writing there, Mark?
I'm just writing this super awesome triple Venn diagram that I really like using as I'm figuring out how to help our potential clients.
Oh, what's this all about? Tell me more.
Sure, yeah. So I'm an engineer. I love Venn diagrams. I think everybody should. And this one's really trying to figure out where a company is doing well and where a company is not doing well. And that's broken out into two different general areas. One of them is a company, and then there's a specific focus on the product. So when we look at company, it's how successful is the company going to be? And when we look at product, it's how successful is the product going to be? When we think about company, we think about business, fundraising, the team, how they're going to navigate their way through this from a business plan perspective. So maybe a strategic exit versus commercializing a device. We have the product, which is sort of thinking about the unique value proposition and general value associated with that product, which gets broken out a bit more. And then we have a regulatory, which is, what are some of the constraints associated with bringing a product to market and how that plays with the company. Is it a medical device? Do you want to become a wellness device, for example? As we think about a product, this is where a lot of focus and energy and literature is available. But we think about product in three different areas. One of them is desirability. This is the desirability for the payers to want to procure it, for the users to interact with the device, and maybe even things like the aesthetics being appropriate for the use environment. The viability is thinking about the business model. So how much does it save the healthcare system versus how much the device itself costs? And then the feasibility is the practicality, where engineers love to spend a majority of their time about solving some of the difficult and interesting challenges associated with the technology.
That's very cool. How would you use it? Can you give me an example?
How I might use this is dependent a lot about the situation, but maybe for the purposes of this conversation, I'll use intravascular lithotripsy as a case example. Intravascular lithotripsy is using shock waves in order to break up calcifications in the vasculature. It has some unique value propositions relative to the predicate means of treating this. And it's actually got a lot of news and attention lately because there's been some pretty big technology moves in there. So, and Bolt Medical, for example, quickly exited out to Boston Scientific a couple of months ago for close to $1 billion. So wow. Why were they successful? I would kind of come back to this as a tool and say from a business perspective, big market. The last exit in the lithotripsy place was Soundbite. They were the first players. They exited for about $10 billion. So there's large business value propositions associated with this device. And then on the regulatory side, Bolt Medical benefited from having a predicate, so they were a fast follower. And then the product itself, has some strategic advantages relative to Soundbite in that they're using light instead of electricity, so that you're able to make the device a lot smaller. So, desirability had been proven out, viability from a business model had been proven out, and a lot of the work that Bolt did over the last few years prior to exit was really focused on how do you make light turn into a shock wave to break up calcifications, and they were very successful at doing so. That's it, and it can be used in a bunch of different ways. So if somebody is really focused on technical feasibility, it's worthwhile asking questions about, well, who's going to buy it? What is it worth? And then on the company side, have you raised enough money? Do you have the right team? Is an outsourced medical device design partner a part of that? Or do you want to bring those things in-house? Those are all conversations and things that need to get navigated. Same thing on a regulatory pathway. So.